Well, hello, my babies, lovely sugars, sugar doos, sugar lass, sugar moons, sugar lords. Everybody's sugar today for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why, guys. Moon lilies. Wow. All right. How is everybody today? Hoping having a good still your weekend. If not, I hope you're having a good Monday. I wanted to get to some stuff today, boy. A lot of stuff. Um, yeah. More documents. I wanted to start off by now I have not watched the WSU Mom Kim interview. I maybe seen bits and pieces, but I wanted to revisit that. I wanted to revisit that and see if it lines up with anything that has recently come out. With the body cam footage, with some of the I don't know pictures. I don't know, but I wanted to I wanted to look at it now and see if it made any sense. Um, I don't know. And then, yeah. So the problem I have with these interviews, right, is when they with this with they. So whenever I hear, well, they were told, or they were, they. My first question is, okay, well, who? Okay, who are you talking about when you say they? And especially if you're coming on a podcast, right? Or you're a guest on somebody's podcast and you supposedly have specific details that nobody else has, right? But then you keep using this, okay? And I'm just going to see, that's my problem with these types of interviews. Because if you don't specify who they are, well, then I could do the same thing, right? I can come on and say, well, yeah, they made Bethany and Dylan go in their room and stay in there and lock the door. Yeah, I could say that. And then you say, well, who are they? And I say, well, I really, I don't know, or I can't say, or, you know what I mean? So I watch out for that. So I don't know. I haven't watched her spiel. So that's why I want to watch it with you guys now, especially in light of what has just recently come out. And yes, there was an order from the judge, because I think it was in one of the videos where we were looking at it about what documents what Hitler wanted to start off with to unseal. That was on the website. And now that's totally not there anymore. Yeah. So more shenanigans, more bullshit. Now all of a sudden, now somebody has an issue now with unsealing documents. Why? Why? The case is over, right? The case is over, right? So what's the problem? See? Yeah. There's going to be a big problem, I feel, with those documents. Big problem. Oh, yeah. Especially when they start naming the alternative perpetrators. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to see how Moscow gets around this. That's how I'm curious how they're going to get around unsealing now. Yeah, absolutely. Because look at all the crap we're seeing just from the body cam and just from some of the photos. I mean, I can, now I'm like, wow, just more shenanigans here. Anyway, let's get on. I want to take a look at WSU Mom Kim, and I was trying to compare her to that other witness who, remember the one who said she heard it sounded like people being mauled by bears? I thought they almost sounded exactly the same, so I wanted to see, guys, if you could tell if it's one and the same person. I don't know. They're very similar in the way they talk, and maybe that's just the accent out there. But anyway, let's go. Let's go, babies.
If you really want to be my friend, let me live it up like I used to do.
To like StreamYard.
All right, let's go.
YouTube. So this is another really fast fascinating, and I think all of our subscribers should pay
Yeah.
attention to what WSU
There you go.
Kim is saying right now.
That's where I'm getting it from, guys.
Interesting. What
Of
he's
course.
been saying is so close to the info that I was given early on, with the exception of Ethan.
I've seen his stuff.
I'm sorry. Kim, thank you so much for coming on.
It really
Just
isn't.
like neighbors.
It's fine. I don't care. Nobody has to believe me. I know that I'm not lying, and I want to be wrong with a lot of the things I've known, and have said it for
Sounds drunk to me.
Right reasons.
See, listen.
I should have done it differently, obviously.
Okay, now listen. Okay, keep that voice in mind, and now we're going to switch to this. Okay? Is this the same person?
From what Hunter knew.
Effing ads.
That there's all this stuff that was coming up about the Linda Lane footage and if it was real or not real, and I know,
or do they just all sound drunk and fucking like
I
blah blah
know
blah
from
blah
what
blah
I've
blah
seen.
blah blah. Okay, let's go back to WSU Kim and see if is this the same or does this have a very similar dialect. Here we go.
But I didn't, and that's just where we are. That's just where
She sounds drunk too, doesn't she? Just like the other one.
Unfortunately.
Or is that just their dialect?
At the end of the day, I think we all have the same goal.
But it would be worse, though, if you
Oh,
took
God.
what you know and just kept it to yourself. I mean, I think it's, and that's true with everybody. I mean, that's why I think it's, just because we want to hear everything so that we can process everything and figure out what's the most plausible, what's possible.
You mean who's lying?
Right, and it was alarming to discover that time delay. Not that my daughter didn't tell me. I totally get it. I would have packed them up so lickety-split they would have been home that day. Because we were there. It was Parents' Weekend, right?
Why do they, again, guys, why do they sound like they could barely fucking talk coherently? Or are they just drunk all the time in Idaho? Again, listen.
Tell us and his parents at either school until later. Well, like right before they put out the shelter in place, and then like within 10 minutes it was gone, and it was you're free to go, everybody's safe. I'm like, did they catch it? And they didn't even they hadn't even caught him. They couldn't tell us who, why, what, where. They could only tell us nothing, and then
I think she's drunk. And at least they sound. Maybe that's just a dialect in Idaho. Everybody sounds like they're fucking drunk all the time. But listen, is this the same person?
Personally, that it is real, and there's so much misinformation, and it's scary. It's really scary because
that is scary.
It is very scary because what I've seen. Yeah. What I've seen, that footage is real. The audio, I can't say everything.
We already know this person's a liar. We covered this one already. This person's a complete liar. And I'm just trying to figure out if this person is the same as WSU Kim. That's what I'm trying to do here too. So let's see.
But they were safe. It was targeted, or the house was targeted. Which now it's. I don't think it's just targeted. I think it's probably just Greek Row on both campuses, which are the targets. Because I think that's where
Greek Row.
These people are kind of infiltrating these bubbles that we've created for our kids.
Right.
And drugs are rampant. And I didn't know that
I don't know, guys. Is that the same fucking person? Kind of sounds like the same person to me. I don't know. Again, they infiltrate Greek Row. Okay? We need no specifics yet.
With my daughter, because, she's in a sorority and she doesn't that wasn't her thing. I mean, honestly, maybe, I don't know. But she certainly drank enough. But my son...
So do you, I think.
Got into a frat and he dropped within a week. He dropped the house, which is unheard of. They offered him drugs like the first day, and so I called the police department, and they said, "Oh yeah, we have a heroin problem too." And I'm like, "And you're doing? What are you doing?" I mean, they probably know me by name, my voice.
Oh, okay. But your voice,
because all I did was like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Oh.
Every time you turn around, there's something there. There was just we arrested for sexual assault against a sorority girl. Fraternity guy. He's been arrested.
Mm-hmm. That was on U of I campus?
Wazoo. But they're like 5 minutes from each other. I mean, it's 15 minutes on the map, but it's really, now, Wazoo, at least my daughter and her friends did not cross over when they turned 21 to go to the Corner Club or any of the bars there because they knew about danger. They've had a lot of trafficking. They call it programming when they have to take classes. Every house has to take classes for education, social awareness, and all the new rules and things. So they knew about trafficking. They know about. I was really shocked at all the knowledge they had given her, and glad that they had. But now Wazoo was a dry.
How much do you think she had to drink before she went on here? I don't know. And again, let's contrast that with this person.
But I can say, from what I've seen, the footage is real, and it's getting to a point where people are lying back and forth. And I thought maybe that I could, by speaking, that I maybe could give some validity to something. And I guess I didn't think that people maybe not believe me, or...
That's the same person, isn't it, guys? This person who was debunked, with the whole bear thing and all that, and was drunk, totally sounds like this to me. It sounds like this one to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see.
I agree, wrong. Completely 100% try. Because of this last incident.
But they both sound drunk to me and almost incoherent at times. Not incoherent, but kind of like that mumbly-ish. Yeah.
On that same subject, there's a bar at WSU called the Cougar Cottage. Are you familiar with it?
The Coug, yeah.
The Coug, yeah. Okay. Did your children ever frequent there?
Oh, we all did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a fun bar.
And I still do, by the way, Swamp.
It's a really fun bar. Everybody goes there.
Everybody goes there.
Packed, and everybody goes there and to V Hall, which is another bar which has a DJ and stuff there. But there's nothing really to do but go to the bars at Greek Row. And if you're not Greek, you can't go on Greek. But when they turn 21, they all go to the Coug. And then you write your name on the wall. In fact, there's a picture of Xana and Jasmine with their dad from Parents Weekend. It would have been Jasmine and Peyton's junior year maybe.
I was wondering that because I wasn't sure because it was a bar if they allowed underage kids there, because I'd heard Xana might visit her sister at WSU and go to the Coug occasionally.
Well, I saw a picture of her in front of it, but no. Is it a bar during the day? I mean, I can't. Well, it must be a restaurant.
I thought you fucking knew. See, that's the problem, guys. She said she knows the bar really well. It's a fun bar, and then she doesn't know the details though of the bar.
During the day, because our son wasn't 21, and we went in and had lunch on the patio.
Okay.
But then I think it turns to a bar in the evening, and you can't get in, and they ID everybody.
Oh, okay.
Including me, and I'm 58.
Ah.
Yeah, so everybody has to have their ID.
Kim, I don't know if you know the answer to this question, but have you heard any rumblings on the street about this naked man theory about somebody that ran by Bethany's window?
I thought I had heard it, but I've never heard it anywhere but maybe just out there. Nobody's ever said no, I've never heard a naked man. I did know that. I did hear that Bethany and Dylan had both seen the people who were there, and they thought it was a party and locked themselves in the downstairs bedroom.
Oh God! See, her story doesn't make any sense either. That's the problem with people like this. Yeah. Now, why would Bethany and Dylan lock themselves in the room if they thought it was a party? Come on, Kim, you got to do better than that. Now, I know this was a while ago, guys. That's why I wanted to revisit it now to see if it made any sense. Sounds like the bear person to me.
That's what was initially in the Snapchat, group Snapchats that were sent, which is how my daughter found out at 10.
Did the police ever collect your daughter's phone?
No, they didn't collect the phone, and they could have. I offered them our cloud and our password.
I doubt it.
And they could take any of it.
I highly doubt that. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe that for 1 second. You could have, if they didn't want to, if they didn't want to collect it, you could have went elsewhere. You could have went to the FBI. You could have went to other police departments. But let's see how she explains it.
For any social media.
Didn't take any of it? Is that what you just said?
I don't know if they did because I only give that. So
now she doesn't know if they did or not. This is, guys, I this is why I wanted to wait to rip this apart.
When I called and obviously I don't get information back, but when they assigned us an ISP officer who would call and ask me questions, or if I found something out, I would call him and tell him. And he offered.
Who is that? Who was it? Who was the ISP officer that you talked to? See, it's always they or them. You know, who was the ISP officer you talked to?
So you get to know them, and then you just you're talking, and one thing leads to another. They say things in conversation. They're people.
Oh.
And so.
Now let's switch back to this other drunk person.
Yeah, I got there before 10 o'clock, and I hung out there. We were playing beer pong. We were playing games. We left at like a little after 1:30 to go get more alcohol.
I swear to God, that's almost similar to this person. Almost similar.
He would confirm that when I discovered there might be an alibi that wasn't right.
That is the same fucking person, is it not? Or maybe I don't know.
Figuring it out, I just thought, well, I'm just going to tell them what I know. And he said we were figuring there was an alibi. That's not correct. They knew that already, so it just corroborated it. But and it was just about.
That's not a. What? Get it straight.
I honestly, I believe that Jack D didn't have anything to do with it. He might have known that there was going to be kind of a shakedown, but I don't think
there's going to be a shakedown.
Of these kids knew.
Now it's a shakedown. That was a party.
I don't. I think they just got in over their heads.
Oh.
And something went sideways.
Like what?
And I actually don't even think. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, I actually shouldn't. When I stop and I think, because I want to stop and think before I speak, because I can ramble.
Really?
That's why Daniel keeps me in my lanes.
Wait a minute. You mean you can ramble like this person? Hang on. Like this?
And then we came back, and then I was there. I fell asleep maybe around 3:30. I woke up in the morning. I woke up around maybe about 8:15.
I don't know, guys. Anyway.
And so you can feel free to keep me in my lane.
Feel free to keep you in your lane. You're the one that's fucking calling in supposedly with information about this case. And you're the one that's saying you were talking to Idaho State Police detectives. You can't name anybody, apparently. Yeah. So no, you need to keep yourself in your own lane. You're the one that's coming on broad, channels like this and wanting attention. See?
But I'm not so sure that Ethan's death was by the same reason. It wasn't just because he was there. I think that other things went down.
Like what?
With the fraternity.
Like what?
That's my opinion.
Like what?
Things I've heard and.
Like what? What did you hear? What did you hear? You're saying you have knowledge that, there was Snapchat or group chat and everybody knew in the morning. Well, then what did you fucking hear? What are the details? Oh my gosh.
And I did hear from Sigma Chi. They did tell me that when I spoke with the boys through another.
The boys? The boys or Sigma Chi? That's okay. Sigma Chi, correct. You're right. The boys. Okay. Thought she was going to say Pi Phi there. Sorry.
That there was a fight. And,
between who?
Hazing's really bad.
Oh, now we're jumping to hazing.
Really bad, especially for fraternities.
Now we're talking about hazing. Okay? I thought it was a fight we're talking about. Now we're talking about hazing. Two different things.
You know, and it's not legal for a reason. So I don't know.
You believe in this swamp?
But all of these fraternities are, well,
Jeff?
I know for
Hey,
a fact
Jeff,
that
are you
one of
believing
those
this?
houses at WSU was dealing, and where they were getting the product from.
Oh, now it's product. Okay, now we're back to drug trafficking. Or, substance trafficking.
And they're not in jail anymore, so I don't, you know, and Caden Young is gone. And...
Caden Young was a known thing, okay? That was a known thing. That's not some mystery.
Why? Like, and why are they out of jail? If they believe that...
Yeah?
You know...
Yeah?
That's going back to what Pavarotti's been saying, correct?
I don't know who he is, and I said to him, I have no idea who you are. You're either a bad guy or you're a marshal, a U.S. Marshal, because I don't know why you have all of this information, because this is the information that we had in the very beginning, that was given to us in the very beginning, or that was given to myself.
Oh, given to you.
These kids.
Oh.
In the beginning.
Oh, I see.
And then through phone calls and stuff. I mean, people come out of the woodwork and tell me things, and
no
I just
kidding.
It.
Right,
and,
Kim?
And even if they didn't want me to, but you know, that Dot, now I don't know about anything other than the fact that she had information she shouldn't have had. Now, was she speaking for somebody else? Was she a guy speaking for somebody? I don't know. But you know, she was in distress, and when she called me, and I offered to, I said,
are you sure it's not one and the same person?
Safe? Do you have a place to sleep, and do you have food? Because I would have sent her a Venmo for, and she didn't want any of that. I said, can I call the FBI?
She is like, should I leave the stream now? Or?
So I did. So she gave me nothing. So I'm not going to judge her. I don't know what she knows, or if she's speaking for somebody else.
Oh, now you don't know. You don't know if she knows. Now you don't know what she knows. These people, they forget what they just said in the last sentence. There we go. Let's jump to this.
In the latest, maybe 8:30, and I smoke cigarettes, so I went outside to the balcony to smoke a cigarette because we don't smoke in the apartment.
Right.
And I seen 5 people.
Right there.
Outside in the backyard area of the house. There was.
Sounds just like WSU Kim a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know. Let's. I'm sorry, guys. I keep switching.
Which could be. I don't know.
Did Dot come through you? Were you the initial contact with Dot?
No, I wasn't. Dot.
Who?
Was it Brad Nortonson?
Yeah, it was Brad. And I got to tell you something about Brad too. Brad's she's a good kid. She's a good girl. She really is a good girl. And I think her intentions were always in the right place. They always are in the right place. And I've never caught her lying.
Oh.
And I've had her checked out.
Oh, you have? By who?
Funny. They keep changing my name and they do this cyber stuff. So I have had her
do this
cyber
out. Stuff?
You know.
Okay.
I don't have any reason I'm not going to believe anybody in anything until we know.
Like you? Like you?
Are you familiar with Dave, who made the phone call in?
Yes. I've never spoken with Dave. I know who Dave is. I don't know his. Okay, let me take this back. I
take it back.
Don't know his real name. And I told Daniel that we were talking one day, and I said, well, who is he? And I said, wait a minute, don't tell me his name, because I'll screw it up and I'll slip. I'll give it up. And so we kind of laughed, because I will. But
sure.
I was able to deduce who he is, actually.
Oh, okay.
And because Sigma Chi was looking for him to shut him up. And they went and they found the wrong person to shut up. And they admitted that on What's the Obsession. So why does Sigma Chi want to shut Dave up? What is he saying? He's not in their fraternity. He's in a different fraternity.
I've not heard
I
that.
love it. Hey, we can make up stories all day, guys. You know, you say, well, why? I heard that Sigma Chi wanted to shut up that Barracuda guy, and why would they want to shut Barracuda up? Yeah, and I've been trying to worked this out now for a couple months, and I still can't figure out why they wanted to shut up this Barracuda guy. And weird, huh? Yeah. We could just say anything like that, guys, without any fucking details or where we get our sources from. Nothing.
I'm going to go catch up on all that. I didn't know that because I've always believed Dave, and I asked you if you knew him because I didn't know if you heard him say the reason he actually called in was because of you.
I did hear that. And actually he was, Olivia asked me to do the Paramount thing. I didn't want to do the Paramount thing. I vacillated all the way to the point of being a half hour late for, and then having them make me look like my 81-year-old mother. And because I didn't have any makeup on, and I'm like, oh my.
They're like, what are you talking about? Do they know what she's talking about? I have no idea. What are you talking about? Are you sure this is not the same fucking person who's drunk here?
2 females. One of the males was like very pale and had light colored hair. There was a there was a black male. There was another guy that I had never really even seen before.
I swear to God, it's the same fucking person. Oh my God.
Oh my God, really? And honestly, it was vanity that brought my face out onto Daniel's show and that picture. So I'm like, dude, I was
maybe not. I don't know that.
Stressful. I didn't realize the stress that it had taken on my body. And after we did that, I put the kids on a plane and we went to the Hamptons. And spent the summer there. So I was more rested when you saw the last picture.
Yeah. Okay.
But
sure.
I'm nothing. It's nothing. But
yeah, she just took a flight to the Hamptons. All right. What, were you drunk and loaded on the flight too, or just in your dreams that you went there to the Hamptons? I mean, she sounds like she's intoxicated to me, guys. I'm just saying.
So now I forgot the question. Oh.
Or again, is that the natural dialect of Idaho, where we sound drunk and stupid?
What was the question?
What was the question?
Backs up what you're saying.
Are you drunk? That's the question.
About drug use, and that's the only other legitimate place I've ever heard this affiliation before. So
right, and that's what the hope was with Olivia, and was that more people will come out. If you talk more publicly, because people have come out of the woodwork, and then a few more things.
Like you?
People did call after that, and I turned it over, and I can't say what that is. It's not.
You can't say what it is.
I mean,
why not?
I will say that.
Yeah?
Pavarotti, whoever he is pretty right on about a lot of things. Not everything.
Oh my God.
I can't bet him, but I heard probably 90% of the things.
See, guys, you and I could do this too. We can come on a show like this and pretend that, I'll just say my name is, I don't know, Jim, right? My name's Jim. I'm like, yeah, well, Pavarotti, man, I don't know, he must be an informant or he must be a marshal because, man, everything he said is, well, he got most everything right. But then we don't say what it was or any details about, we're not providing any new information.
A couple of things I think I've heard different things about. Like
what? Yeah?
Well,
yeah? Like fucking what?
I don't even want to say that this had anything to do with this happening to these girls. I don't even want to go there.
Okay, then don't, I guess. So you don't know anything. Right, thank you. You have no idea you have no idea about anything. All you're doing is watching other YouTube channels, right? And inserting yourself into the story just like this other one here. Just like the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, in my brain, in my heart, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How absolutely tragic if indeed this was some kind of
you're right. It was tragic. What else do you got?
Retaliatory thing for turning, like he's saying, and
like Pavarotti's saying, not like you're saying. So you're just picking up the alien theory from the opera singer. See, these people want attention, and they want to insert themselves into the narrative here. And so what they're doing, like Kim, this person Kim, she's watching like people like the opera singer, okay, who misleads his audience every video that he puts out, but they're not bright enough to understand that. Okay, so again, 1 week it's aliens, the next week it's confidential informants, the week after that it's the AK Brotherhood, the week after that it's something else. The next week he solved the case. The week after that it's Big Bird dropped a big clue on his head in the form of bird shit. But his audience is too dumb to realize that all he's doing is just making up shit and changing his story and theory every video. And so what Kim is doing here is early on, she's watching these channels and she gravitated toward the opera singer, and now that's what she's doing here. She's inserting herself.
Anytime anybody said that to me, I just don't want to hear it. Okay. There's some things I've learned you can't hear. It's too much.
Oh, I'm so glad you're coming on a podcast and not talking about any details. That's always good.
It's too much. And
too much.
Too much. Jasmine, Xana's sister, they know my daughter. They know each other distantly. They're different sorority houses. But they graduated in the same class together.
Oh, okay.
So, sure. But she was blurred on the TV, and I didn't go to my daughter's graduation.
Oh.
Because
you were drunk?
Safety reasons.
Oh, I thought you were drunk.
So,
you didn't go to your daughter's graduation for safety reasons. You didn't go to your daughter's graduation for safety reasons. But your daughter went to her graduation for safety reasons? So you're saying you didn't go to graduation because you were loaded, but your daughter went embarrassed because her mom was all drunk and fucked up at home. Right? But your daughter went to her graduation and didn't fear for her safety, correct? You fucking weirdos. See, this is why I wanted to wait to rip this shit apart.
Because we could stream it in, but I didn't go to her graduation. It was safer not to. And when I was in Moscow doing Parent Live.
It was safer not to. You don't know anything. What are you talking about? You don't know anything. The only person that was probably in danger, if this is remotely true at all, is your daughter. Okay, not you. You're just a drunk parent who sounds like every other drunk idiot in Idaho.
And first of all, I want everybody to know, I did not get paid to do it. I don't want any money off of this. Okay. Any money that I would have made or they would have given me, I would go straight to any foundation for these kids. I don't want anything.
We don't
want these kids to be safe and justice.
Nobody, you
and
can't.
I want the world to be about.
Nobody knows that. Nobody can know that. Nobody can prove that. It's irrelevant. So what? I could say that too. Well, we're not making any money. Whatever. It's meaningless. It doesn't mean that you're telling the truth.
Be a better place, and us to start talking to our kids more. We have to educate our kids more. Stranger danger still happens.
Stranger danger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So they paid for my airfare. They wanted me to fly over, which was better.
Oh. And you let them pay for your airfare.
My hotel in a secure hotel.
Right.
And I had an armed guard when I was there.
Oh, you had an armed guard. Good. Wow.
Do you think will you be appearing on that series again when they come out with the new?
Well, did they say they're having a new one?
I heard that in Discord. It might have been incorrect information. It was just
they told me it was going to be 5 episodes, and I haven't even. I caught a glimpse of myself on the one of the reels. I'm like, I don't listen to myself typically. I hate my voice on the radio.
I think everyone does. I do.
I just hate it all of it, and so.
But you still did it.
I cringe, and I know what
Hey, but you let them pay for your airfare and hotel room. That's pretty sweet.
But.
And an armed guard, supposedly. Wow, you must be really important here, Kim.
So the only time. So I really don't listen to myself.
You're probably laughing your ass off, thinking, "Man, these people are really stupid. I'm just a drunk idiot."
And I trust the people I speak with. It's the people who take it and twist it around and turn it all around that I want to straighten out. But I can't fix them.
Okay, well, you're not doing a good job helping yourself out by not telling about any details that anybody else could just come on here and make up. Right? Right, Kim?
You can go anywhere. You can call it, anybody can call it anybody.
Yeah, true.
And that I've been on their panel or their show and spoken to. I mean, even Lana I've spoken to, and Lana will put you through the ringer, and she is very thorough, and she is very black and white, and that's a really great thing to be because that's balance, right, out there. I mean, she's not afraid to say anything. Now, I wouldn't always say some of the things she says, but she wouldn't always say some of the things I say, but I respect.
Totally irrelevant. Let's get back to what you know, which is nothing.
Sure.
What do you know?
Very much.
What do you know?
I do.
What do you know beyond anybody else's public knowledge of this? Nothing. No details, no specifics, no people, no specific information, nothing.
The one thing that's most impressive to me about you, Kim, is, you keep saying you've suffered this grief from going on, trying to talk to people about things and having your words, you feel like your words have been twisted, but you still want to come out and you have the courage to say, no, I'm trying to bring attention. I'm just telling you what I know. And on that same note, is there
like what?
Is there one particular thing that you would, like us as creators, us who are investigating this, you think that maybe we should lean our internet investigating towards, or just things that we should keep looking at that you could
tell us, Kim.
suggest to us?
Yeah.
The fraternities and the sororities.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Of course.
I think that these kids go to college and they come from homes that they don't know. At least my children. I guess I can't speak for my kids came from a bubble home,
a bubble
didn't
home.
have to worry about anything really, except for their grades. That was their job and their sports. And then the promise was college, right? And they get their whole education. We pay for their education.
Wow. That's really teaching them self-sufficiency.
Shoe fly shoe, soar go be, and all of them today have done that. I have 7.
Oh, isn't that cute? That's a little kitschy. That's a little kitschy little phrase, I guess, in Idaho. Ooh, when I'm drinking vodka in the morning.
And so I have my last
swamp. How come you swamp? You fall for this? Oh my God!
But these kids, even if they did make a mistake, it could have been any kid making a mistake because they don't see.
That's a big mistake.
So I'm going to use his name because I use his name on Paramount, and I really want him to hear this. Stay out of Pullman. Stay out of Moscow. They let you out of jail. Don't ever show your ugly mug again anywhere. You are an old man, and you need to stay off campus. You deliver back to her parents right now, if you have her, and you never go near these kids again. You're a dog, and dogs belong in a kennel. So don't go back.
Who?
He knows what he does.
Okay.
He's not a promoter. Well, he is a promoter.
Oh.
But his mom, what she had to say about him is not incorrect. All the girls know that. The boys know that. He is put them at great risk, and he thinks he's charming. He thinks he's handsome with his one purple suit.
Who
is he?
I don't know. Who is he?
Honestly, and he grew up and I'm not sure if his uncle or his dad is related to the basketball player, but I don't know why he keeps getting out of jail.
I don't know.
Because he's got a rap sheet a mile long.
Maybe it's one of your cousins. Who knows? Who knows in Idaho? It's probably your second cousin removed. Something. Who knows?
I'm gonna have to. I think if I'm gonna turn to a creator, maybe I'll go to Jay Embry with some of these questions.
Oh no!
I appreciate you speaking up.
Oh no!
And making a statement like that on my channel.
Is that okay? I hope that's okay. I just think that parents need to have a straight. Boys are at as much risk as girls.
Where's my orange juice and vodka?
They really are. And they just have to...
Master Nature, it's not good to drink so early in the morning.
And all parents from both of these schools should be sitting their kids down and saying, what happened?
Amen.
And then they should tell the police.
Just like you were in contact with the Idaho State Police? Yeah, sure.
They all know.
Oh, they all know.
But, You don't talk.
They all know.
My big girl. It's ridiculous. I asked my daughter what they did for her initiation, and she looked at me like I had just asked her to say she didn't believe in God. The eyes on her were as big as like headlights, and she's like, oh, "How could you ever ask?" Like, well, you know.
Yeah, I love the drama. I love the exaggeration.
I paid for it. I thought I should ask.
What? Then she obviously doesn't know much about Greek life, then, does she?
My gosh, it's so fascinating talking to you, Kim. Do you mind if I ask you another kind of question?
It's not fascinating. It's irritating and annoying. She's not giving you any information.
Anything. Ask me anything.
She threw out one name of somebody that she probably knows of in the community that's an asshole or whatever, and great. That doesn't mean anything to this case. Talk about the case. What do you know specifically?
Anything, that's fine.
Do you happen to know who discovered Ethan?
Yeah. Who?
I know what I've been told. And,
which is what? Yeah. Figure it out.
But I'm not sure I believe that.
See? Every time she's asked a specific question, she stammers, she doesn't know how to answer it, and she qualifies herself within the next sentence. Every time. This person has no special knowledge about anything. Again, this is the type of person who's going on YouTube and watching other people's content and wanting to insert herself because maybe she does have a daughter who is in a sorority and is in the area, but has nothing to do with this case whatsoever.
I think that we were all given the narrative that Hunter Johnson was the one who discovered him because he was only able to open that door. Now, I'm sorry, but I could move a mountain if I thought my friends were in harm's way from all the noise you'd heard the night prior. And
yeah,
they'd have.
Yeah.
So
what?
He was there first.
Yeah, who's there?
So that makes sense that it was him. But do I actually know who did it? I don't know if Hunter Johnson actually at this point did or not. I do believe that.
So you don't know anything, right?
Well,
right. Go ahead.
Demetrius and Emma were probably there.
We've heard that from Dot.
Yeah, how did she know that?
Because you guys are the same
other
person.
Things too that I had known, and
Wait a minute.
It was kind of just like had his hoodie up. I believe I seen Dylan out there. The apartments that I was at, there was a balcony, and if you go to the right of the balcony, the house is literally like next to my shoulder on the right hand side. So it's like
that house.
It's literally there, and we had a lot of people there. Yeah, we were partying.
Yeah, you're partying hard. Yeah, just like this one, I think. Just like this one, maybe.
Really, won't say, can't say. And you don't want to hear it anyway. Truly. But
you don't want to hear it anyway because I don't know. And I'm lying and making this entire thing up based on what I've heard from the opera singer and other creators that I've been scouring to try to make up a fucking story to insert myself in this case. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Dot knows a lot. So I don't know if Dot is speaking for somebody else. And
speaking for somebody else, who's she speaking for?
And knows it.
The aliens. Hey guys, did you know that Dot was speaking for the Greys? Did you not know that? Yeah. See, what happened was the Greys came down and visited Dot, okay, and they told her, look, you're going to be speaking for us on our behalf about this case. And so, and now WSU Kim came on and said, you know what? I think Dot is speaking for the Greys. See? And also, the Grays visited me, okay, and they told me not to say anything about it. They told me that I could be sort of the mouthpiece for them as well, but I really don't want to bore you with those details, okay? You guys don't want to hear that. You guys don't want to hear that.
Have to get out there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or play the part.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She had a lot of information. That makes me not believe her.
Oh, okay. Like what? Like what?
I know.
Like what?
She's added a few things, but the story I don't feel changed in all the segments I watched. But I've only listened to a handful.
Yes, none of her story had. I have never heard it change. And she got mad at me once, and I didn't realize it was her.
Oh.
And then I reached out to her and I said, I'm not saying you, Dot. I don't think you're lying. I don't have any judgment or any reason to believe you're lying at all.
Oh, maybe we should look at Dot. I don't know.
She's never done anything to make me think that.
Or
Riley Lively now. There's a plethora of things that make me not believe Riley. And
okay.
No, I disagree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's not that I disagree with Riley Lively. I just don't understand how one person can be the gatekeeper of the information. And if you're going to, and that's not a criticism, but I've never heard anyone kind of push back on that but you. And I feel the same way.
And that's exactly my point. Is you're telling me I'm wrong, you're debunking me, but you're not giving me receipts. Like you're asking. And I don't even know what the word receipts mean. I mean,
the problem is, Kim, you're not giving any receipts. That's the problem. You're speaking in generalities. And again, anybody could come on here and say, well, I'm from Moscow, I'm from the area, and my kid goes to one of the universities, and we get drunk every night at the local bar, but I don't really know if it's a bar or not during the night. I guess it's a bar during the night. But we used to go there all the time. Just that alone, you can't even describe the bar that you said you frequented. You don't even know what it is in the evening. So within the first minute of this stupid interview, you are lying, okay? And then you stammer and you can't answer questions directly. And then you get out of it by saying things like, well, you don't really want to hear that anyway.
Daniel has my cell phone bills, everything unredacted that I have.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's ever going to get the Snapchat. In fact, we are going to motion to have those destroyed so they're never released because that's not my information. That's another mother's child's information.
Oh, I'm so glad you want to get everything out in the open.
I'm not giving.
You're lying. That's the problem.
Out my daughter's Snapchat. I'm not giving out anybody's Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
If they've gotten
so then you have no information
to obtain them and pull them back, which I am under the impression that they have.
No, they don't.
That time difference.
Who they got?
Then that's for the court to do. But I don't. Those are not. And so Jules, who I respect, Jules.
Here we go. See another creator that she scoured, and another creator that she's getting information from, and then inserting it into her own little story here.
But she wants these receipts. And somebody else. And I'm not giving them to you.
That's right. Because you're lying.
They're not. I'm not ever going to give them. And we will make a motion to have them destroyed.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have them anyway. And if you did, then obviously you don't want people to know what happened here. So you're useless. You're either outright lying, which I believe you are, or it doesn't matter because you're purposely withholding information, and then so that means therefore you don't want people to understand exactly what happened. So either way, you're pointless and useless. Yeah.
Do you think? Does Brat think that Dot?
Guys, did this Kim person? Did she ever resurface at all? After her 15 minutes were up, did she ever resurface at all in the 3 years since, or 2 years since, or whenever she came on the scene here? Has she ever been back around? I haven't been paying attention. I'm just wondering.
Is been debunked?
I think she probably, I think she does. I think that.
What do you think? I think I'm gonna have another vodka and with a little carrot, a little celery stick.
Brad's taken a lot of heat.
Who's Brad?
And
Brad.
As time goes by, and
yeah,
everything I know that she said to me has been true.
Oh.
Things that she told me a long time ago, just now are coming out.
Like when?
So.
Like what?
So I don't find her to be a liar. Time is a test in this because there's so much of it.
Oh yes, it is.
That you start spinning.
Time is definitely a testament, and that's why we're looking at your stupid shit now.
Your world and rethinking yourself and questioning yourself, and people question you, and then time is not your friend.
oh, time is not your friend.
Because you do forget and then you listen to other people. So I don't know if she believes that or not.
Can you imagine having a conversation with this person every day of your life? Trying to have a conversation with this person? You'd probably want to fucking strangle her. I mean, literally, seriously. Imagine talking to this person every day. You'd be like, would you just tell me a fucking straight answer, please? Oh my God.
I heard her say she doesn't, but she may have information I don't have. As far as Dave goes, I believe Dave. And his whole, that day, his Snapchats are gone. Oh. But everything else is still there. But he's been scrubbed. Who scrubbed it? And why?
Been scrubbed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So his Snapchats, he had a setting to save his Snapchats, and they're gone now?
Well, I don't know. So I'm not technical at all. Literally. Honestly,
wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. You're not technical, but then you're saying, oh, well, his Snapchats were scrubbed. Well, then which is it? See, again, how can you take people like this seriously? They contradict themselves within the very next sentence that they speak. Every time throughout this. Swamp, are you buying this? How could you be buying this?
And
oh my God.
He was when he was on.
This one's paying the mortgage. I guess.
I'm not sure if that was the first time. I think that it was just gone.
No, it's just gone.
Everything he had saved or whatever, and
you don't really save Snapchats. Just saying.
Somebody said, well, why didn't he screenshot it? Well, because you don't realize when the thing with Kopaka came out.
Oh, Kopaka.
Named. So we got an alert because my son lived on the south side of campus.
Oh, okay.
When that whole SWAT thing went down.
Oh, he lived right there.
It started apparently 8:00 at night.
Oh wow! Hey, it's amazing. It's amazing how all your family members are like in the line of danger. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy, Kim?
Prior, and so 3:30 the following morning, we get this alert or whatever, and so immediately I'm awake, and then then it's called off, and so I call the school.
Oh.
Nothing to see here, not connected to anything. And I said, you know, that makes it worse. That they're not connected, right? Just so you know, it makes it worse.
Why does it make it worse? Now we have a
whole new crime. And you have a 38-year-old man living with 20-year-old kids. That's weird. Why are you doing that? That's whatever. And so.
Yeah, and?
They.
And? What?
So when I.
Yeah, see, guys. Yeah. Have we had enough yet? Have we had enough yet? All right, guys, a little bit more, and I think I had just about enough of WSU Kim, whatever.
How do I put it?
Yeah, how do you put it? I don't know. Yeah?
Ask me another question about Kopaka, and
yeah,
I can't answer the questions
about Kopaka. I wrote down while you were talking. So This is again, it's whatever you're comfortable saying, but what is the word on the street or the rumors on the street at WSU about Kopaka?
Nothing.
That's fascinating, actually.
It's insane. When they said to me, it has nothing to do with Idaho. And I said, why do you have a 38-year-old man with PTSD and living in Coug housing with two 20-year-olds. Why?
I don't know. Why?
Well,
why?
I can't tell you that, or
why?
I'm not sure.
Who cares? What does that have to do with this case? Make the connection, Kim.
I'm sure what they said. Lana was able to break down who all these people were, and whether it was he even lived there, because
I don't. Maybe she had to watch some more opera singer videos to get more of her story borrowed from that bullshit.
None of his clothes were there when they went to when his brother went to get his stuff, and there's so many different things. Do I think he was involved? I've always kind of thought he was involved, but I don't.
How?
Because of the things he said out the window about knowing who, something about I didn't kill them or something about that, and then the letter that Koberger's sister wrote stating that he met a friend and the reason his print could have been on the sheath was because they were doing cocaine and used the knife, and he might have opened the knife. Oh, I know. So when the first article came out, but it named somebody completely different, which Lana found him and interviewed him. But then, and they said he worked at the school, and he was in he worked at Moscow and in technology, and then that they didn't say anything about the PTSD that I'm aware of, but they just named the wrong guy completely. And then all of a sudden it became Kopaka, and this guy comes on and he said, well, I'm still telling people it's not me. It wasn't me. But the tech stuff was down in Moscow the night of the incident. The night of the crime. It was down. Which could...
Okay, so what does that have to do with anything? See, again, she's just mixing things together here, guys.
Could be because they were going into midterm exams right before the holiday break, so they could have been scrubbing it because classes change. You have different class times, and nothing's the same that week. I know at Wazoo, I'm assuming it's that way at U of I, but so yeah, I mean, so what? I guess my point is that
what's the point?
They scrub things like you don't. I didn't think it would be gone the following day. I didn't think to screenshot it when it occurred that it would be gone the following day. You know
what screenshot?
So when people say, well, why didn't you screenshot it, Dave, and save it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you screenshot a Snapchat, people can tell you've screenshotted it. I know this from my kids because they'll send a snap and it'll be something cute, like of one of my grandchildren.
So what?
And I'm like, oh, screenshot that and send it to me. He goes, no, they'll know.
So what?
Like, so what? Who cares? But apparently the kids do care. So they don't screenshot as a habit because on some of their social media platforms, it will say he screenshotted you and apparently you look like a weirdo then.
When you say systems down, though, are you talking about the internet, the telephone, the inner working, like the systems within the university? What systems were down that night?
My understanding was technology. I guess it would be Wi-Fi, and I could be getting it incorrectly, but I don't know if it was the Wi-Fi or if it was maybe whatever systems they used were down, because every once in a while the kids will go down.
Yeah, system down, diver down, way down in the bottom of a glass of I don't know. Take your pick.
Like a couple times a semester for whatever that they have to scrub it or something or do something.
They have to scrub it.
But that night, my understanding was that everything was down. Like
everything was down. Yeah, the whole Wi-Fi in the whole town was down.
And so like the pings, and I know that's not the same computer system, but the kids came down.
I guess they shot down all the satellites above Moscow, Idaho, and Idaho in general, and they took the whole state went dark.
My kids have to be home when he was arrested.
Oh my God!
He was in a break, and my son came down and he goes, "There's no way that that's correct how they're saying it," and I don't understand that, but all the kids think that there's no way that's correct.
Okay.
The pings are correct at all with the cast stuff.
Oh.
They absolutely doubt it.
Okay.
So
every kid I've spoken to.
Oh, okay.
About it.
Oh,
we just want your sampling of, and you said a couple things about Kopaka that I just want to go back to just because I hadn't heard them before, and if they're just curious if they're public knowledge, like something you read in a newspaper, or like just something you picked up being in the area. And the first one was that he yelled some things out the window. I hadn't heard that before. Is that word on the street, or is that just something you picked up from news?
That I picked up. So I was a reporter there from, I'm not sure if it was Fox or News Nation. I didn't care. I called the first reporter I had, and I knew she was in Moscow, and I called her and I told her they're swatting somebody and I told them it was at the coffee house, and she went there, and I'm not sure if I don't remember where I heard that information. There was a lot said that.
Oh, but I thought you called the Fox News reporter. Okay. Wait, are you calling Fox News? Are you calling News Nation? Which reporter are you calling? Kim? Oh my God. And then you're saying, well, I don't know. I have no information.
You really can't validate or bet or know it's true because it's gone. But and that they.
So why are you then calling a reporter?
Then said that he had lit a fire, but there were no fire trucks.
Oh.
And there was just all of these things that he was and I can't remember. I honestly don't remember who said it.
Right.
I just remember that was kind of what was said in the very beginning.
Right.
And I called the school directly.
Oh. You did.
And I said one time.
Which school? Which school did you call? Your kid's school? University of Idaho?
The president. Ooh. I didn't mean the president of the United States. But if I thought that would get this solved, I would. I'm not.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because you don't even want to share any information that you have. In fact, you don't have anything.
I don't think he could fix it, honestly.
Oh,
but okay. I did call the president of both schools.
Oh, both schools
and
now. Oh.
I went to Utah too because the secretary or somebody in the president's office told me to go to YouTube and say something.
To go to YouTube? So, wait, somebody in the president's office from one of the schools told you to go to YouTube? Oh, okay.
Every day.
Oh.
Good.
That's
I honestly, and I don't mean this, I just wanted to know, I think that your instincts.
All right, guys, that's enough. I can't handle anymore. I mean, maybe we'll finish it later. I don't know. I can't handle it. I think it's complete nonsense. It's almost as bad as this. This is actually a little worse.
In the apartment, we partied all the time. There was always ruckus things going on through the neighborhood. For the most part, I never really seen or heard anything that was really strange up until like about 3 a.m. But in the morning, I remember seeing Dylan because I know Dylan, she's taller, so I can kind of pick her out. And I know Emma was there, and Emma's friend. And there was a guy that was also, like I said, really pale. I wasn't sure who he was, with light colored hair. And there was another guy that had a hoodie on that I couldn't identify. But they were all just literally passing a joint around because they would wake up and smoke. And they were just all smoking. Like, I would have never guessed anything happened at that house when I woke up that morning until I found out later.
All right, guys. I just wanted to start with that today. I wanted to, because I never really watched WSU Kim, and I've heard some comments here and there, about, well, she maybe she was right. Guys, if you think she's totally your belief. I totally feel she's full of absolute bullshit. She's not saying anything of remark, anything remarkable whatsoever. She refuses to, supposedly she has Snapchats of things or Insta or whatever, doesn't want them shown, okay? Anything that you could, any sort of inlet, where there could be possibly specific information, she either doesn't know, doesn't want to say, or totally changes the subject onto something that's irrelevant, blends different things together that are pointless. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you believe? Hey, anybody out there who thinks she's accurate or is knows things? Hey, that's all. Hey, good for you. I had enough, and I wanted to start off with that with you guys today. My garden, right? Wanted to start off with that. we're going to jump into other things. I'm going to try to do a live. I want to do a live a little bit later. I want to look at more documents and other things. So I just want to start off today with, we're going to call this one, hey, wait, hang on. We're going to call this one WSU Jim. That's right. Because I can come on and say, well, my name's Jim, right? And my kids go to school out there, and yeah, this is what they told me, and I'm not going to share any information though with anybody. And but still, I called Idaho State Police, and I've been in contact with them, and I won't tell you who it is though. And yeah, and then I was on a TV show, I guess. Right, and they flew me out there on a private plane, and they hooked me up with a hotel room, and I don't know, it was supposed to be 5 parts, and I don't know what happened to that, but yeah, whatever, and then blah blah blah, and yeah. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back on here real soon. We'll go over some more stuff. I love you. Hope you like that one. Okay, love you all, baby.